Welcome in. Welcome back if you're returning. So check out the prior messages. It'll lead you up to this moment in time. It'll fill you in on my journey. So here we are, coming off of the last message. Cleansing death. Christina could be your name. Chris could be significant. B's, D's, 10 could be significant. But coming off the last message, I thought it was, and this is going to be for females. We carry both energies, but this is specifically going to be for the goddesses. If you are a female and you come across as male, you come across as your ancestors coming through you, but it's the goddess in you that is going to come through. They're going to speak. Even though we embody both energies, this is specifically going to be for females to empower you, and your higher self is going to be coming through. And I will be doing a male's message. What needs to come through from your higher self. So don't get butthurt. Just kidding. This is, like I said, for the goddess in you, and what you need to know, and what you need to release or empower, whatever the case is. So let's get into this. Like I said, I always shuffle when I put the decks back in the boxes. So self-expression at the bottom of the deck. Perfection versus imperfection. You could be somebody that's, again, with some insecurities with your body. Because right here, what I'm seeing is higher self is like right here, seeing yourself beautiful in and out, no matter what. This journey is not about you allowing people to project onto you, because you're beautiful. And if they can't accept you, again, nobody's perfect. Nobody is. But hallelujah. Knowing, having daughters, okay, that insecurities, I mean, that's, as men, I mean, I'm not gonna say, I'm just using myself, I mean, we kind of don't care, we can just like roll out of bed or whatever, and just, but a woman always, put on makeup, and then the way the society is, they always, you gotta look this way, and you gotta be this side, and you got all this stuff, and it's like, it's bullshit. It shouldn't be. It's nothing. So that's just what I'm picking up off the energy. Expression, self-expression. You might start a project. You might want to be starting a project. You could be pausing at some time. Something about tattoos, maybe, or something about, it's like tribal, because of the way that they have the tattoo on here. You see how it is? It's not really tattoos. It's a different kind of art. It's a different kind of tribe. So looking up your ancestral charts, your things like that will help you. But self-expression, know that you're very powerful, and your mind creates reality. Knowing that you're very powerful. You got somebody behind you. I'm seeing somebody here as well. Maybe you have somebody, or you could have somebody whispering always in your ear, always downing you. I know that's what it kind of looks right here. It looks like you got like somebody on your shoulder. Somebody's always nagging you. Like you got somebody nagging. That's what it looked like to me. Could be opposite. You could have some support. I mean, you take what resonates with you in your storyline. Because now I see somebody over here that's maybe you're just getting out where you just getting out of the home or something like that because you got two nagging parents. I don't know that for somebody like you're just getting on your own, like your self expression, like this young on his young energy. It seems like because I see what I'm seeing right here, and I don't know if you I'm seeing two. Well, now I see more. You got some ancestor around you, but I'm seeing two parents. You got to see it specifically. It looks like a male and a, but it looks like two parents, one on one side and the other one. They're just telling you you don't have no cares. You're like no worries. But perfection and imperfection, like I said, you're a goddess. You're a god. Again, we embody both energies. So remember the goddess that you are and the god that you are. Huh. Fertility and creativity, self-expression again, right here. Even on both cards, they're females. It's right here. Basketball could be significant. That's what it looks like here. Imagine and allow. Imagine and allow. Wow. Something about the heart, opening the heart up. Earth angel, because there's wings on both of these. You're an earth angel. You're a goddess. Again, your project. You're just could have a lot of creativity. Right here, this is self-expression, fertility. If you're having relations, you don't want to get pregnant. You're fertile. But I'm picking up right here. So use protection just for somebody out there. Yeah. But anyways, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shuffle. We're gonna get two cards and what they want to tell you and what you need to know. What goddess needs to come through. And I'm gonna get one card from here, and then I get one card. Can I get one? Oh, well, I said two, so I'm gonna take both. Two fell out. I'm gonna take both. Hmm. Partnerships, purpose. Again, I see a little baby on here. Oh, so yeah. Anyways, I just started, but it's like jumping for freedom. Partnerships. You have a new partner coming in, or you could just be taking a leap of faith. And right here, this body's naked, and they're again not having any insecurities. I know it's hard, you know. Myself, I have a big birthmark on my stomach, and it was always kids are not the nicest. So something that's always learned from parents. Again, everything is learned. So it's having that, kids would make fun of you, and it wasn't easy to take off your shirt at pools because I was embarrassed. Now it ain't nothing. It's nothing. It's my mark, the mark of the Lord. But it's something like I said that wasn't something that I was embarrassed always. So that's something significant. Don't have no insecurities. I know it's harder than, but partnerships. Again, partnerships, creativities, projects coming up, people working together. Then pink, you could have a sister. You could ballet. Again, writing, partnerships, hierarchy versus partnerships. Harry. Anyways, right there. Working together because this is your younger energy here. The older one. Again, understanding never too old to learn, and you can learn something from younger people. So know that you're a goddess. Again, you're very powerful. Mm. Heart and mind, enlightening. Look at that. Channel clarity. Wow. You could be seeing owls, or that's just your ancestors, but their guides. You got a lot of wisdom. You're gonna get clarity, or you're getting clarity. What I have been picking up to, a lot of new ascensions, but a lot of new as a collective people coming into their awakening, mass awakening, but coming into their awakening. That's what this channel is about. Why I'm starting this part. But the goddess that's inside of you, you have a lot of wisdom. And I always use pool could be significant. I always use pool as an example. We're all created equal. On this journey, we need to understand this. Uh, Again, like to say, men always they can't take leadership from a woman. It's in their ego, and that's stupid. You know, thing is that behind a good woman or a good man, there's always the partner behind them, and that's why partnerships are coming out, because unconditional love is something you give to yourself so that you can receive. You'll understand what that is about. You won't let anybody that says they love you, they will not hurt you in any kind of way. That's toxicity. If you're in a relationship that you think is love, or they're always calling you, texting you, where you're at, 11:11, what is going on, that's just called jealousy. You need to understand the difference. Somebody that loves you is not going to be hounding you because they're just insecure or whatever the case is. One thing we need to understand, a person that we're with, or you're without, whatever the case is, understanding what you don't want and what you'll accept. Once you love yourself and you accept yourself, flaws and all, that person will too. And seeing the red flags before they're there, again, a person, you might think it's cute. Oh yeah, no, he's just checking on me. He's always, no, he's like, because you're beautiful energy. And they know the insecurity that they have. When you're with somebody, when you're with your true soulmate, your other half, or whatever the case is, you know that you won't hurt them and they won't hurt you. On this journey, that's what it's about. It is about understanding 1222. It is about understanding who you are and the energy that we carry and that you embody. And as women, you embody goddesses and God energy. Again, it's a mindset. So I'm gonna get you some daily guidance message from spirit, but I'm gonna get, this is what I was gonna pull from this card right here. Get you, let's see. Hello from heaven. Again, you got any Passover loved ones? They're saying hello. They're around you. Wow, that's crazy. Something about your hands, something about roses. Again, butterflies. See yellow butterfly right there. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you at this time. Wow. When I tell you you can't make certain things up, all these, like I said, these cards are just confirmations of what I've been saying from the beginning. We're not alone, but death is an illusion. The person's not here physically, but they're around. And that goes back to cherish every moment you have with your loved ones, no matter what. And forgive for yourself, but know that you embody goddess energies. And you're equal. Again, we got one flip. Green is significant. Be a Virgo. Vulnerability. Or whatever that is. Hey, like I said, I'll show it to you here. Maybe you can see it. It doesn't look like you can see it, but this is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory, where decisions are based more on intuition. Are based on more on intuition than give me a second. Don't let fear hold you back or allow you to misguide don't or allow a misguidance sense that feeling vulnerable or vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. Anyways, when I'm picking up from here, Miss Bowman. Bowman could be something about airplane, but Miss Bowman. Sometimes you gotta go an English teacher. Something about English. Again, just picking up the goddess and not allowing anything to hold you back, understanding the power that you carry and how important it is to love yourself. No matter what, anybody that says they love you, they will never hurt you. And they'll, again, we learn a lot from our parents, so we have to remember everything is learned. We can't blame our parents. We have to just take accountability and understand that they don't shape us. What we see, we change, and we have to change. And we're here to change, and that you're very powerful goddesses, saints and angels. What do they want to tell you? It's at the bottom of the deck. Animals. See, you could like animals. Birds are significant. Cats, dogs. Saint Francis of Assistance. Animals. Again, something about animals. You want to be a veterinarian, or you could be a veterinarian. There's a man on a card, but that's telling me you need to get out of your masculinity, because right here it's the cats up there. So cats are significant. The cat's coming up and showing the vulnerability. The dog's there as protection. There's a lot of protection around you. Again, the birds. You could have seen white birds. But you're in your masculine energy. And to attract, you got to get into your, your female energy. Masculine, feminine energy. Excuse me. What wants to come out? Can we get one card for the goddess that's watching, or the angel that's watching? Oh, it came out. Sleep. You might need to sleep. Oh, guardian angels. Again, guardian angel. You're earth angel. You're a goddess. If you didn't know you were, you are. So just take that for what it's worth. You're a kind individual, but you're needing sleep. You're needing to rest. You're needing to release and just understand how powerful you are. And again, no matter what anybody says, miracles are going to happen if you release and you understand how powerful you are, the energy you carry, and giving everything to the Christ. Bottom of the deck. Wow. Just letting go and letting God take over wherever you subscribe to, but the higher power, the universe. Again, these cards are just confirmation, but it's showing you that you have wings. That you're a goddess. Someone with a white dress. Could have a passed on mother or grandmother. Several. Look like two godparents. There's several that are around you that I'm seeing in the background. Telling you to rest, get out of your head, but releasing everything to the Lord, to the higher powers, and understanding that miracles are possible. That prayer is powerful. 1919, as I'm saying that. Wow. And that seemed like timing is an illusion, because it looked like it stayed there for, even though it's a second, it's like it stayed there for an eternity. You know what I mean. So I'm going to get you one more. Let's see what they want. Where they want me to grab. I know Archangel Michael, he wanted to come through this. Let's see. What is it? They're pulling me to dreams. I'm gonna get one from the dream card. You could be dreaming right now. You could be dreamers, huh? You could be you could get messages in your sleep, in your dreams, interpreting your dreams. Again, flowers. So vitality, empowerment, perseverance. See, look at that. Something about the dandelions. Wow. Empowerment. Powering yourself, taking your power back. Can we get one for the viewer? One for the, shh. I'll do that too. Atonement. Something about apples. Again, I said something about pumpkins in the other message. Halloween. Something about the season. Abundance. Prosperity. Proportions. Harvest. Something about Thanksgiving time. Fall. Because astral travel. You could be again, I'm saying about dreams. You could be astral traveling. Vital forces, information, dream time, soul travel. Again, very powerful. You're very powerful. You're very powerful. Wherever you are, you work with energies coming through your hands. Again, something about the moon. Very powerful though. Something about the woods, but the seasons. Wow. Carry a lot of. You have a lot of power wherever you are. A lot of power. Something about fall though. Something about apple cider, but apple pie because there's apples here. But I don't know why it says cider. Hmm. Archangel Michael asking for any help, any support. A favorable outcome. Again, you could be a Libra, balancing. Virgo, I see a green light right there. I see green right here. My prayer. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. Again, letting go and letting your angels and ancestors, higher powers help you. Wow. Something that you're worried about or whatever, don't worry about it. Like I said, can we get one Archangel Michael for the viewer? What do they need for the beautiful goddesses that they are? Energy that they carry. What is it, Archangel Michael? What do you want to let them know? What is it you want to let them know? What is it? Energy that come out from the quicker. Oh my. Well, I know that this specific because the energy didn't want to come out. Oh my God. And did you see that? Wow. And my left ear just started ringing like a pitch, and I've got chills all over right now. Believe and trust is the card that came out. Wow. Again, there's a sword right there. Sword of truth. Again, energy's all around. Wow. Flowers are certificate. From Archangel Michael, believe and trust that you are powerful. Again, like I said, these cards are just confirmation, and they're going to, as we create, as messages that we create with the universe, they're going to bring through for what you need. Before going to sleep tonight, say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. Again, going back to having your self-confidence, self-love, self-empowerment, calling all your energy back and making sure that you hold the key. Again, you hold the key. You want me to believe and trust? Read that card. Okay. All right, 2507 as I resume this video. So I read the card and everything like that. I was guided to pull from the Goddess Tarot because this deck specifically, I specifically grabbed some of these decks just for these messages, empowering for the feminine, 2633, 2533. Excuse me, the woman. We all carry both energies, but this is specifically for a woman. So at the bottom of the deck, 9 of staves, right here. So whatever it is, understanding you embody powerfulness. It's like right here. It's this right here. 9 could be significant. Significant. The energy is like protected. Wow, energy. What does it need to come out? What is it? Yeah, for the goddess that is viewing this. What needs to come out? The star, love. Wow. As I split the deck, you could be an Aquarius, Venus. Again, a red dress, but very powerful. Rainbows are significant. Leo could be significant. Moon. My wrist is starting to hurt right now. I'm getting. Wow. That's crazy. It's splitting it open to that. 7 could be significant as a star again as I. Okay. Can we get one flipper? For what is it? Flipper. Energy for the viewer. That's too many. One flip. It came out in a flip. I want to flip it. Can you get one flipper, please? Flip. Cups. 9 of cups. Again, 9. Wow. There's rainbows right there. This one. That's why it kind of fluttered out. That's how the card fluttered out. That's how that when I looked up. Cups. You hold a cup in your hand, you hold everything. Again, rainbows. Something about a mirror. Seeing yourself in a different light. Possibly. Pink. But that you are loved. Loving yourself, but you're very loved. That you carry the power right here. And it says, Princess. Sword. Again, sword of truth. Again, bracelets. But understanding the power that you carry. The goddess that you have. Princess. Okay. The bottom of the deck. Transformation. And I can't even. Okay, and this is the god. This is. Do I have the book? This is. Well, you're going through a transformation where you are, but I'm telling you, powerful, right? $29.09 as I resume this video. So they wanted me to pull out the book and read from it. So I wanted to see this one. It was really the transformation card because it's a Chinese goddess. UKE right here. Boom. $10. You got 10 at the bottom. So, Chinese goddess of food is transformation. Again, people, you're going through a transformation, or you will be going through a transformation. And then I started shuffling Isis deck. And they want me to pull real quick because this deck is inspired from Isis, different goddesses. So transformation. After death, the Japanese food goddess, whatever the name, you can, this embodies transformation to supply food to humanity. Her head turned into cows, grained squatted from her forehead. Rice planted sprouts from the goddess belly, and soul life was trained was transformed from death. Again, very powerful. Like just meaning transformation. The transformation, the need to allow something to die in order to create room for the new painful changes that is necessary, creating life out of death. Reverse fear of change, resolving transformation. Oh, resisting transformation. Hopefully you can see that. If I butchered it, that way you can read it. Nine of Cups. Finally, satisfaction. A rainbow leads the woman to a banquet table set with 9 cups, worth waiting for. This feast will nurture main hearts and bodies, many hearts and bodies, meaning satisfaction, comfort, containment. Some consider this card the wish card, meaning a wish will be granted if it is if it appears in a spread. Reverse delays in granting your wishes complies taking a relationship for granted. Princess of Swords, holding her sword as a staff rather than a tool to defense. The Princess of Swords is able to cut through thought through the marsh at one with her intuition. She does not allow herself to become confused by anything. Meanings in increase increasing me, increasing movement, cutting through confusion, focus, reverse, not understanding as much as one would like to desire to move, but feeling threatened or whatever. There you go. But it was uphold. I wanted to see why that was at the bottom of the deck. Getting these cards again, wish fulfillment. Again, knowing how powerful you are. And when I was going through the book, like I said, Isis came out. I have the Isis deck, so I'm gonna pull what is around you. What answers? What goddess you're working with is around you. Now this just Archangel Michael. Okay. Believe and trust. To resolve this situation, you must believe that everything is healed and whole. Right now, as your faith grows stronger, the doorway to divine solution will open. Your trust enables your mind and body to and to relax. Okay. your mind and your body to relax, which increases your creativity, your creative energy and strength to to qualities that will prove especially especially help you possible possible specific meanings. This situation will have a happy outcome. Positive thinking will bring your desired outcome more rapidly. Give worries to God and the angels. Trust the person you're inquiring about. Believe in yourself. Prayers. Before going to sleep, say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be fulfilled with be filled with strength and courage. Confident. That's what this card right here. So just trust, know how powerful you are. I mean, you have, wow, let's get lightheaded right now. That was just crazy. So I'm gonna just get one card from this ice deck. That way you can, again, past lives, Akashic records. Again, the way I channel and how everybody's Akashic records are open. We don't understand, but know how powerful you are as goddesses, that you're equals. Don't settle for less. Understand you hold the power. You are the key. You get one flipper. Ooh, that one. No. This one. Power 7 scorpions. I want to flip it over. Dang. Serpent of Fire. Princess of the Serpent Sisterhood. Wow. This energy off the card is powerful. Cobras could be significant. Your higher self, connecting with your higher self. Selves, you could be a twin. Wow, because there's two in this card right here. Higher self, or like I said, connecting, following, loving yourself, understanding the power you carry. It's red and blue, brown. Wow. Yes, crazy. Yeah, well, here you go. Know how powerful you are. I hope this helped. Until next time, like, share, subscribe. Thanks.